Well, here it is. Ordered the Lucky Tackle Box XL Bass Box. This is my first one. Without further ado, I cannot wait to see what's in here. What's up there, YouTube? So this is my first ever Lucky Tackle Box XL. Just got it in the mail today. I was going to do an unboxing at home, but decided why not go fishing. So we'll start this off. There's your Get Lucky sticker. That's definitely going to go somewhere. In this box, I do have to tell you I used a free promo code. I believe it was free LT. And this was the free lure in the box. It's a promo code that you use with your first box. Use a promo code and they send you one extra lure for free. So this is a live target popping frog. We're going to be doing some live footage with this in a little bit, just to show you guys what it looks like on the water. I've heard a lot of good reviews on it, so we're going to try it. Let's get down to what's in the box. First one on the list is a Yo-Zuri 3D popper, and that is this right here. Just a solid popper. It looks very good. I'm sure it's going to create a little bit of disturbance on the top. 3/8 ounce, 3 inches long. We're going to give that a shot. So that's the first lure in the box. That retails at $8.99. Second one on the lure, or on the package here, is a Dynamic Lures HD XXL, which is this one. That looks like a little baby trout. I do know that this one, those beads go right in the top up here. If you want to change the rattle, if you want to change the sink rate, it starts off as a floating lure. You can make it suspending or you can make it sinking depending on how many BBs you put in there. So a little bit too big and a little bit too deep for the lake, little pond area that I'm fishing tonight, but we're going to give that a shot in a later video. Third one on the list, Lunker Hunt Natural Series Hatch Spin. It's this little guy right here. This is a heavy little guy. This is 1 ounce. Good for strong currents or deep water. I don't know, there's not many places I could use this at around here. I do live pretty close to the Fox River, so maybe that would be a try, you know, a good place to go try it out at least and see what happens. Next one, by the prism worms, which are on the bottom down here somewhere. Nice little Senko looking stick baits, 4.8 inches long. I believe the color is Okeechobee. So it's kind of black with a blue flake. Little greenish tint to it. Those should work well. Little wacky rig. Those will catch some fish. Next on the list, Mustad hooks. Comes with 2 snaps, 2 hooks. I, for some reason, got lucky and got 2 packages of them. I think you're only supposed to get 1, so please don't send Lucky Tackle Box an email and tell them, because I like getting free stuff. Next on the list, Custom Lures Zero Gravity Jig. This thing has my attention. I love to fish with jigs. I love to flip them around a lot of stuff. Fish them in open water. I do a lot of things with jigs. This one, sink rate on it is 1 foot for every 3 seconds. So it is a very slow sinking jig. Very good color. I think this is like a bluegill type of color. I'm really anxious to try this out. So this might be one of the first ones that you guys see some fish on. But very cool. I think this is a newer company too. I haven't heard of these, but this looks pretty awesome. So we're gonna have to give that a shot. Last on the list, Lake Lunkers Flopping Frog, it's called. Just a little plastic, soft body plastic frogs. Kind of an odd color. I don't know about all that color, but we're gonna try them out anyways. See what happens. I'm sure, you know, later it gets, darker it gets, these will be pretty popular. Looks like they got pretty thin legs too, so probably a pretty subtle approach. We may have to go to a different spot in the pond, but that's pretty much it for what's in the box. It comes with this little magazine, tells you what's in it. So here's all the prices. $8.99 on that Yo-Zuri, $8.99 for that HD XXL, $6.99 on the Lunker Hunt lure, $5.99 for the Biwas, $4.99 each for the Mustad hooks. Again, don't tell Lucky Tackle Box that I got 2 packages. Thank you. Custom Lures Unlimited, $4.99 for that little zero gravity jig, and then the Lake Lunkers Flopping Frogs, $3.99 for the pack. I did some research of my own. This little live target lure retails in stores at $13.99. Definitely a very cool little bonus for your first box. This whole box costs, I think, 24 bucks. Very, very happy with what came in it, and there's definitely a lot of value to be had here, especially if you look up some promo codes. There's a ton of them out. You know, I'm sure they do different ones every month, but this one was a free LT was the promo code. So if you guys want to use that, if it's still valid, that's pretty good value. Good bang for your buck. So I'm gonna do some fishing, and we'll check back in later. So we're doing a little bit of live footage so you guys can see what this live target popping frog looks like. So here we go. Thrown this a few times and it's just a ton of disturbance on top of the water. We're getting some bubbles. It really looks good. Hopefully you guys can see this, because it's definitely one of the better poppers I've ever used. Getting a lot of action. You can walk it if you leave a little bit of slack in your line. It does walk a little bit. I love the way this thing sits when you just stop, give it a pause. It sits in the water just like a frog would. Looks great. Alright, here's that Yozuri popper that they sent in that Lucky Tackle box. Let's check this out. A little bit less disturbance on this one. And this one tends to sink a little bit as it gets worked. It hasn't been the greatest with staying on top of the water. When it does, it looks good. This one's a little bit easier to walk than that live target frog. A little bit more action side to side, a little bit less as far as topwater disturbance. So wouldn't say that either one is better than the other, but they are definitely two different little topwater lures. If you really want to make a ruckus, you got to go with that live target frog, because this doesn't have quite the same effect. It looks great in the water though.